Hello everybody and welcome to another tutorial. For this stitch you need to chain multiple of 12 plus 2 additional chains at the end. Here in my little swatch I'm going to chain total of 38 chains. So go ahead and make the chains and I'll wait for you to begin row 1. And here my chain is ready. Now for row 1, we are going to start from the second chain from the hook. Here's the first chain, here's the second. We have to make 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Skip 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and into the 6th we're going to make another single crochet, and here we need to make 7 single crochets total. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Chain 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then repeat the same steps. Skip 5 stitches, 7 single crochet, chain 7, skip 5 stitches, 7 single crochet until you reach the end of the row. So when you reach the end of the row, make 4 single crochets in the last 4 chains. So we need to finish the row the same way as we started it. Here we have 4 single crochets and at the beginning also 4 single crochets. Now let's start a row 2, chain 1 and turn. We're going to start here from the very first stitch right below the chain. We need to make 3 single crochets. 1, 2 and 3, and we have to leave this stitch empty. Chain 4, make 1 single crochet around the chain. Chain 4, here we have 7 single crochets. We need to decrease them to 5, so we're going to skip the first stitch and going directly into the second. 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we have to leave the last stitch also empty. Chain 4 and then again 1 single crochet around the chain, and from here we have to start repeating the steps. After this single crochet here we have chain 4 again, then here skip the first and the last stitch and make 5 single crochets in the middle stitches. And when you reach the end, we have to finish it the same way as we started the row with 3 single crochets. So to do that we're going to skip here this first stitch and make the single crochets in the last 3 stitches. Here's the first one, the second and the last. And with that row 2 is also completed. Here's how it's looking so far. Now let's start row 3. Chain 1 and turn. Here again we need to decrease the stitches. From 3 we're going to make them 2. Make the first single crochet in the very first stitch at the beginning, 1, and another single crochet in the next stitch, and leave the third stitch empty. Chain 4. Here is the single crochet which we made around the chain. Here we're going to start increasing the stitches. So to do that, from one stitch we're going to make 3 stitches. The first single crochet will be around this chain, but towards the single crochet. Here is 1. On the second single crochet it will be right in the stitch, and the third will be around the next chain. And now here we have 3 single crochets. Chain 4, and we continue to the next step. Here we work on decreasing the stitches. So like the previous row, we're going to skip the first stitch, and we need to make 3 single crochets this time. 1, 2 and 3, and leave the last stitch also empty. Chain 4, and around the next chain we have to make again 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet above here into this stitch, and 1 single crochet around the next chain. And when you reach the end of the row, skip the first stitch here and make 2 single crochets in the last 2 stitches. And this is how it's looking so far. Row 4, chain 1 and turn. Again here we're going to decrease the stitches, and we are going to be left only with one single crochet. From here, chain 4. Here we continue to increase. From 3 stitches we're going to make them 5 with the same way. We're going to make 1 single crochet around the chain, then 3 single crochets in the 3 stitches, and then 1 single crochet around the next chain. And now here we have 5 single crochets. From here, chain 4, and then we're moving on to the next part. Here we have to decrease, so from 3 we have to make them 1, and just make 1 single crochet in the middle stitch. And move on again with 4 chains to the next part, where again we need to increase with 1 single crochet around this chain, then 3 single crochets in the stitches, and another single crochet around this chain. When you reach the end of the row, just finish it with 1 single crochet in the last stitch. We're skipping this one here and working into the last stitch here. And you can see how it's looking so far. The forms are starting to take shape. Okay, now start row 5 with chain 1 and turn. Here we're not going to chain change anything on this side. We need to make just one single crochet in the stitch and then move with 4 chains. Here we continue increasing up until now we have 5 stitches. We need to make them 7. Again, one single crochet here at the beginning around the chain. Then we work in each of these 5 stitches. And after that, another stitch around the next chain. So now we have 7 stitches here. Chain 4, sorry, not chain 4, chain 7, because here we don't we decreased it all the way, and now we don't make stitches here. We just skip right to the next part to increase again from 5 to 6 stitches. So from here go directly around this chain to make the first single crochet, and then make 5 single crochets around the stitches and 1 at the end around this chain. And now when you reach the end of the row, chain 4 and make 1 single crochet in the last stitch. And with that the row is completed. So you can see this is the 7 single crochets here, chain 7, 7 single crochet, chain 7, 7 single crochet. Now row 6, chain 1 and turn. Again, here at the beginning we don't change anything, just make 1 single crochet in the first stitch. From here chain 4 and now here we have to start decreasing. To do that we're going to skip the first stitch, work into the next 5 stitches. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5 and skip the last stitch 2. Chain 4. This is the chain 7 from the previous row. Make 1 single crochet around this chain. Chain 4. Here is the next here are the next 7 stitches. Again we're going to decrease them, skip the first stitch and make 5 single crochets in the next stitches. Leave the last one also empty. Chain 4, then 1 single crochet around the chain, chain 4 and then move on to again decreasing from 7 to 5. And when you reach the end, after the last chain 4, end the row with 1 single crochet in the last stitch. Row 7, chain 1 and turn. And now is the time to start increasing here at the beginning. We're going to make our usual 1 single crochet at the very first stitch and then another single crochet around this chain here. Chain 4. Here you need also to decrease, skip the first stitch and make 3 single crochets in the next stitches. 1, 2 and 3 and skip also the last stitch. Chain 4 here you have to start increasing, so make one single crochet around this chain, then one single crochet into the stitch and one single crochet around this chain, and from here chain 4 again, decrease as you skip the first and the last stitch, chain 4, and here you have to increase around this stitch. When you reach the end of the row, here we also have to increase, so after the chain 4 make one single crochet around the chain and one single crochet in the last stitch at the end. And this way we started with here with 2 single crochets and ended the row with also 2 single crochets. Row 8, chain 1 and turn. Make 2 single crochets in these 2 stitches and then one more around the chain, so this way we increase from 2 to 3 single crochets. Chain 4, here we need to decrease, so skip the first stitch and make only one single crochet in the middle stitch, so from 3 we have now one single crochet. Chain 4, moving on, here we are increasing, so from 3 we have to make 5 stitches, make one around the chain, then work 3 single crochets in the 3 stitches, and the last stitch is around the next chain, and now we have 5 single crochets. Chain 4 and move on to the next steps. Again, one single crochet here in the middle to decrease from 3 to 1. And to show you how to finish the row, here we have 2 stitches, we need to increase, so make one single crochet around the chain and then finish the row with 2 single crochets in the last 2 stitches. This is how it's looking. Row 9, and this is our last row. Chain 1 and turn. Again we need to increase here, so if you notice in the ends of in the beginning and the end of each row, here the shapes are partial and we need to increase 4 stitches at the most. Here in the middle we increase up to 7. So after this row we need to start decreasing at the beginning again. We have 3 stitches here, just make 3 single crochets and to increase one single crochet around the chain. Chain 7, here we've decreased to 1 stitch, so we're not working on this row here, just directly skipping this part and moving on to the next group, which we need to increase from 5 stitches to 7. So one single crochet around the chain, then work in the next 5 stitches, and the last stitch is around the next chain. Chain 7, skip this part right here and just start increasing the next group from 5 to 7 stitches. And when you reach the end of the row, make one single crochet here around the last chain and then one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And this row is also ready. Here you can see how it's looking so far. So from now the row start to repeat. You have to repeat from row 2 to row 9 over and over again. It's 8 rows repeat this stitch, but they're very easy, and you just have to keep track of the increases and the decreases of the stitches and you'll be fine. And that's the stitch, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye!